Hello, ladies and jelly folk, and everyone else. Yeah, so that was a saga. But I'm here now. I have a little snack, but I'm going to tell you about the game, and then we can get started. So, hello to Leaky, Jessie. Sorry for putting you to sleep, and Circle Lead. So yeah, I was waiting for my groceries, and I watched the little dot just walk around for like 20 minutes. So I rang customer support to see if they could ring him to say, look, you're there, can I just have my stuffs? Yes, but that's not all inclusive. That is not all inclusive. But you know, I will work on it. I'm tired, and I just had to like stock groceries that were soggy because it's raining, and because it's raining, technology and rain do not mix. And yeah, dude just got a little lost, and don't know is why he didn't just ring half an hour ago. Anyway, it's all sorted. I have food. So this is Broken Sword: Shadow of the Templars Reforged. This is an unedited Xbox game. It was originally a Kickstarter, I believe, for the collector's edition. And I have heard that people are quite pleased with how it's been reforged. I say reforged specifically because I believe there was another version of it where they changed the beginning and people were not happy. I don't know enough about it. So yeah. Broken Sword: Shadow of the Templars Reforged. This is developed by Revolution Software and published by Revolution Software and Red Art Games. It was released on the 19th of September 2024. It's a point and click game, so of course we're playing it. It's Broken Sword. I never played the original, so this is going to be fun. And as I said, thanks to Ideal Xbox. On Xbox, it is £24.99, $29.99. Other platforms will vary. It is also available on PC, Switch, PlayStation, as well as the aforementioned Xbox, which is what we're playing on. Right, let me load it up, and then I can switch, and then the chat can go on the screen. So, Licky went, yes, this is supposed to be more like the original release. The original remaster was pretty revisionist. Right. Cool. Do we have credits? Excellent. Let's put the credits on while we talk. I don't think it has sound. Oh, maybe a little bit of sound. There's possibly the smallest of sounds. Oh, and I just nearly trunched my Oh yeah, there is sound. It just was very, very low. So yeah, there was a remaster of the original, and it changed the beginning and a lot of stuff, and people weren't happy. So this is a reforging of it, with 4K visuals and iconic remastered audio. Revolution Software are headquartered in York, England. Excellent. And I believe they've done quite a few. They did the Beyond a Steel Sky, remastered some of the other stuff. So yeah, this is good. So is there a short summary? So I did read that they used the original line art and then repainted them in 4K. Wow, there's a lot of credits. And they used machine learning to sort of fill in some of the gaps. I think, possibly. I remember them. You know, they did use some sort of computer vision to enhance the process. I'm just seeing if I can scrolling. But anyway, repainting the backgrounds by hand in 4K, correcting a few continuity errors, like a pipe that wasn't high enough to allow someone to escape. They did 30,000 bespoke capture animation frames. Wow. And they've like uncompressed the audio. There's like 400 audio cues. So yeah, so that's really cool. Yeah. Uses of AI. Hang on, there's a thing about uses of AI. So training data comes from within Revolution software. So they wrote their own bespoke program in collaboration with the University of York. And only the artwork that they owned had the IP of, to be able to sort of help with doing the enhancement-y stuffs. So that's why I said sort of like machine learning, computer vision, because it's not, you know, AI in the sense that everyone uses AI and it's like trained off stolen shit. This is using large model training thingies to extrapolate missing pixels and things like that. Right, what does Leaky say? You played the original? Cool. Revolution's been around since Leo of the Templars. Wow. Nice, I did not know that. They were founded in March 1990. Blimey. Yeah. So... Broken Sword series broke the world record for longest running adventure game protagonist. Nice. So there is one other Broken Sword game on... I think it's the Serpent's Curse. Broken Sword 5 is on... Because I've played that. That's on Xbox as well. But I don't... I think this is the second ever game. Yeah. So potentially they're bringing Parsifal Stone. I don't actually know what the series order. You were going to say 5 as well. Well, excellent. You were correct. So Broken Sword 5, The Serpent's Course, was out in 2015. I played and completed that in 2016. So was a hidden goat. I'd not played any of them before then. I do own them all on Steam, of course, because of course I own a bunch of games on Steam and don't play them. I'm just going to have a look at what the Broken Sword series order is. Yes, I did say that, but you might not have heard me because I may have mumbled it. Yeah, they did Beneath and Beyond a Steel Sky. I have Beyond a Steel Sky. Don't know if I've played the first one. I should probably at least figure out what the story is to see if that sequel is a direct sequel. Shadow of the Templars is the first game. So this is the first game, Reforged. I've played the 5th one. So I sort of know the characters. In the sense that, you know, the main protagonists are George Stobbart, an American patent lawyer, and Nico Collard, a French freelance journalist. Who wasn't playable in the original version of this game. Was playable in the director's cut. I think the director's cut with the Beneath is still free on GOG. Okay, well I'll grab that then if someone reminds me. Still need to do that to-do command, or remind me command. So the first 3 games in the series, as well as the 5th game, were developed by Revolution Software. The 4th game was co-developed by Revolution and Sumo Digital. So the 1st and 2nd game were critical and commercial successes. The 3rd and the 4th one, not so much. Ooh, and Parsifal Stone is the 6th Broken Sword game, so that's a brand new one. It was announced during Gamescom last year. Last year being 2023. Yeah, the 5th one was also a Kickstarter back in 2013. Hi! Welcome, Raiders. Hi, sorry, I'm running the credits. I haven't finished the game. This is all the Kickstarter backers. I'm running the credits while I tell you about the game, because then we get to see the credits, but we don't have to wait. And then they're on screen. So I was just looking at the original ones. So, yeah, the first game was out on a lot of platforms, all the platforms except Xbox, it seems. And then the middle ones have not been out on a console. Nope, I lie. They were on PlayStation. The second and third ones were on PlayStation 1 and 1 and 2 respectively. The fourth one was only on Windows. Anyway, the point is, new game that I've not played, so yay. Welcome Raiders, if someone can do a shout, yep, we've got a shout out, excellent. You were playing Grapple Dogs Cosmic Canines, nice. Also, hi Apex, hi Horror, hi Alkesh, and anyone else I've missed. Don't forget to claim your daily. We're doing quite well on I'm remembering to stream. People are remembering to collect their dailies. I talked for a lot today. Not as much as I usually do, you know, when I'm working and having meetings, but I had an interview today that I pretty much talked solid for 90 minutes. But I'm not exhausted, I have to say. I was expecting to be exhausted. And I'm not. So I'm pleasantly surprised, I have to say. Pleasantly surprised. I think that means it went well if I don't feel like I went through an interrogation. But I won't know for a few weeks, so we're just going to park it and leave it at that. Tomorrow I'm going to start tackling the shelves, because people kept trying to convince me to do a work with me stream. And to do that I need a background, and to do that I need to sort my shelves. So therefore, tomorrow I need to sort my shelves, or at least start sorting my shelves, which will generally mean taking everything off and making a giant mess. But at least it'll be some progress. Right, what else about this game? It is completable. Good. There are 26 achievements. So, step out onto the streets of Paris in Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars Reforged, a substantially enhanced version of the multi-award-winning all-time classic adventure. Enjoy a globe-spanning story where intrepid American George Stobbart and fearless journalist Nico Collard are pitched into a gripping adventure, exploring exotic locations, solving ancient mysteries, and thwarting dark conspiracies to discover the arcane secrets of the Knights Templar. Make a giant mess with me is sadly lacking from Twitch's category. Yeah, that would be really cool. They did just add a writing one. Not that I write. There is just chatting. But the whole point of clearing the shelves is so that they're a good background for the stream. Doing that on stream would be kind of silly. Whether it's your first time or you're revisiting a beloved classic, get ready to enjoy a masterful Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars Reforged. I will indeed. So yeah, it's only been out a few days. 19th, which was Thursday last week. I wasn't quite sure what to stream, and I already had this one set up. So I have to admit it was a good thing. Okay, so let's just have a quick look. Alright, speech all the way up, please. Thank you very much. Game graphics, Reforged. I'm just going to do the default for that. Interface. Sure. We'll do that. Ooh, crap. Why is gameplay not got a thing? Was that on before? Yeah, skip guard is on, subtitles are on, autoplay is on, subtitle color, neutral, oh yeah, cinematic is definitely better. Speaker names on, please. I'm terrible with that. You really love this game? More cinematic point and click. First one you played on CD-ROM. Nice. Okay, font is Reforged. I mean, I'm tempted to go large. We'll have a look. Okay, we'll try that and we'll see. Language, yeah, okay, we'll go with that. General. I'm okay with that. Okay, so new game. I think I've read everything. I think that's all the bits that I needed to tell you. So yeah. It's free on Steam. Beneath a Still Sky. There's a link tree for Revolution Software, which I'll plonk in the chat. Which has a link to the free games. I already had one of them, so I've grabbed Beneath a Still Sky. So at the very least, I can, you know, read a summary and pretend I've played it. Okay, hang on. Look what the options are. Right. Yeah, so I think I told you everything about that game. So, I've not played this before. I'm not using a guide. If you have played this before, please no spoilers. And I have a fudge. It's my treat. Okay, choose your preferred gameplay style. Hello, welcome in. Oh, also, I added bingo. If you hover over the screen, there's a bingo thing now. I started off with some ideas for squares. Mods can tick off actions. You can join the bingo once one game has been started. If you have suggestions for things to go on the bingo, please do let me know. Feel free to post in the Discord, because I probably will miss it in chat, or send me a DM. But yeah, so we have bingo. If mods want to start a game, then we've got that and we can see how it goes. I was inspired by other streamers I've been watching that have bingo. And also Leaky saying last night, I should have bingo. So I did. Right. Preferred gameplay style. Story. Enjoy the interactive story at your own pace. Less important options are removed after use. Automatic hints for gentle guidance. Original classic adventure. Incidental options remain in play. Manual hints only. Classic. We're a classic person. There we go. Stream bingo. New game started. I do have more than 10 viewers. Nice. Well done, viewers. No extreme Iron Man mode. No. That would be mean. And got raided. Okay, press A to walk about. Oops. Move closer around. Okay, we know this one. Action items. Okay. Press A to interact. X to examine. Hamburg to show the menu bar. Yes, it is restricted to desktop only. I don't know it. I imagine it does not function on mobile or tablet apps. Sorry. But yeah, on the screen, if you sort of about up here, if you hover over it, there is a little purple square that pops out, and if you click on that, you can then click to join the game. Maybe I need like a little overlay to go click here. Right, okay. Menu, options, game hub control. Awesome.
Paris in the fall, the last months of the year and the end of the millennium. The city holds many memories for me, of cafes, of music, of love, and of death.
I don't remember much of the 5th one. There was a goat, a vineyard, a painting that was important. But I figure it's going to spoil the first game in the series, so we're going into it with a freshest brain after, 8 or 9 years of novel. Here we go. I should probably say, hi Raiders, welcome in, I'm Joe. If you don't know me, I'm an indie variety streamer who forgets to introduce herself. And chokes on a fudge bar. I need a better raid management thing. But either which way, welcome in. If you like this kind of thing, feel free to drop me a follow. I like follows. Okay, that is a creepy clown. I'm gonna go with I feel like there's a clown in this one. If you don't like clowns, I mean, this is protagonist, so, you know, I feel like it's spoilers. There's 4 more games in the series. Oh, look, he's alive. Bum indeed. Hopefully the sound level's good and that my mic is not popping today. It's reinforcing anti-clown sentiments.
All I could hear was the ceaseless drone of traffic. Life went on around me. But the explosion was to change my life forever.
I mean, sure. Oh, hang on, left. Oh, sorry, I'm so used to the right being the cursor because I recently played a point-and-click game where the left moved, the right moved the cursor. So this is classic point-and-click, which is great.
The umbrella had protected me from the bomb blast, but it was of no use to me now.
And it's also all narrated, which I love.
I contemplated crawling under the umbrella and pretending none of this had ever happened.
That would have been fun.
I considered straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
He's described as having...
The table had been overturned by the explosion.
A slightly bemused expression throughout the entire game, which fits his character. So...
The table had been overturned by the explosion. I considered straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
Ooh, newspaper.
Wrapped around the lamppost was a newspaper. The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state. That was the only news story. The rest was rumor, gossip, and sensationalism. Then I noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read Salah ad-Din, 1345.
Sorry, we muted for the sneeze. Thank you. I felt it coming, and I was like, can I get the mute? Can I get the mute? Can I get the mute? Oh, I found an item. I will view the controls help. Press Y to see your items. Oh. Works better on a dark background. I did a hydrate. Thank you very much, Leaky. Also, hi, Flop. I mean, I may have, not been hydrating very well this week. I don't know why. Wasn't eating particularly well. I did change up my medication, so probably that. But anyway, hello, welcome in. We are playing on the Xbox Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars Reforged. Very fancy. Dizzy Hunt. Run a... Oh, so many things. Okay. Or run a giveaway. You're just doing that for the bingo. Okay. Let me finish the tutorial. And then I'll set up a giveaway. Okay. So we press X to examine. A, carry it. And then A again. It's fine. It is fine. It's fine. I'm not really complaining. Okay, so giveaway. Jesse has redeemed run a giveaway. Okay, so they've changed up the giveaway thing. So bear with me a moment while I set up a new giveaway because they've changed it. No. It's all good. We like the giveaways. It was just more, oh, I feel like I've just been non-stop since I started the stream. It's all good. We've got a lot of viewers. We should definitely run a giveaway. This is great. I always forget that I've got that. Okay, we're doing a keyword giveaway. Users type of phrase. Everyone is eligible. Excuse me. I drank. Okay, oops. Subscribers get bigger chance. Moderators can enter the giveaway. They don't get a bigger chance. Unless they're a subscriber, and then they do. Okay, right. The keyword is hashtag Jessie. Because, you know. I mean, yes, I've not refunded those points yet. I haven't started it yet. Give me a moment. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me just. Okay. So, type Jessie in the chat to enter to win 5 tokens. Oops. For something off the list. I don't think it's case sensitive, but there we go. I will run it for half an hour. So the list contains Xbox games, but also games that can be played on Windows. Those are marked especially. 5 tokens gets you a basic game, which is, you know, up to $5 of value. And yeah, you can pick whatever you like. It's your choice, which I think makes this quite good. So yeah, hashtag Jessie to enter. If you already did it before I typed my thing, you didn't enter, you need to do it again. They changed how it works, and it's confusing. Okay, so Lady Marguerite has an entry. Horror has an entry. Excellent. Right, it's working. Okay, so someone remind me in about half an hour. Or I could put a time. If I put a timer on, it's going to make me jump. Okay, I'm going to put a timer on. Where's my timers? Half an hour. When Joe jumps, it is time to call the giveaway. So, before then, I'm going to pin it. I'm going to regret pinning it because it'll be in the way, but... No, I'm going to have to unhide it. Hang on. I think he's going to have memorized all the bingo events, and I've only done it once. Okay, so we set a timer for half an hour. When that timer goes, we will run. I've pinned the message so people can see, and it's working. So enter for a free game. Okay, inventory.
Look, it was a Paris daily tabloid newspaper full of sex, scandal, and sports results.
Okay, we can use it with something, but okay, so... Oh, excuse me.
The blast had blown out the glass, leaving a gaping hole.
The hiccups today.
I examined the jagged glass remaining in the window. It was broken, all right.
I feel like he's being extremely sad. Oh, hello. We can go in. Oh, this seems rather terrifying. Oh, no. Dead body?
It was the body of the old man. It was hard to believe I'd seen him alive only minutes before.
Right next to the explosion. I mean, he looks fairly intact for being exploded, and we're searching.
I tried not to meet his stare as I searched the dead man's pockets. No wallet, no papers, no credit cards. The guy's past was a blank page.
Dude! My dude!
A mysteriously undamaged bottle of spirit stood on the bar.
So yeah. Anyway, now we've got all of that out of the way, and we've got a giveaway running.
I needed a stiff drink, but I hated the taste of brandy.
How is everyone's weeks going? How did Thursday treat you? Anyone playing anything cool? Yeah, you don't want to disturb the fallen table, but riffling through a corpse is fine. Exactly.
The pretty young waitress was unconscious.
Creative day. Ooh, Okay, yeah, she's unconscious and may have broken bones, so yeah, sure. Yank her up by the shoulders.
Oh, my head. Never again. How much vodka did I drink? Oh, no, don't tell me. What is your name, Sherry?
George Stobart, ma'am.
Oh, American.
She asked the question quite innocently, but I could sense her reserve. It was something which seemed to afflict all Europeans. You look like you could use a little help.
I could use a little drink.
French?
I feel
Reserved?
sick, dizzy, and bruised. I don't even remember the party.
Just relax and take it easy. You've been knocked out.
You don't say. What happened?
There's been an explosion. You should try not to move.
Are you a doctor?
Literally just dragged her up. Dude, yeah, literally just... What are we supposed to up... Didn't hear what she said. Am I a doctor? No, is not the answer. I'm going to go with yay flop for creative. That's great. I look forward to seeing what you've been creating, I have to say. All right, okay. The question is, am I a doctor? No.
No, but I used to play hospitals when I was a kid.
And also, you just dragged
Can
her
you
up.
remember anything at all?
No. I need a drink. Pour me a brandy.
But I'm not sure you should be drinking concussion.
Is that straight or with ice?
Just give me the bottle with a cheat on it.
I guess a little drop won't hurt.
Yeah. May have glass in, to be fair. It's
That's
probably not a
better.
good idea.
She knocked back the brandy as if it was water. I was glad I wasn't picking up the check.
What about your man? Is he dead?
Excuse me. Yes.
Yes, he is.
Oh, mon Dieu. I've never seen a real-life corpse before. Except for Grandmaman. That was different. She was family. Has he gone stiff?
I shouldn't think so. He's only been dead a few minutes. Did you know the old man?
No, monsieur. I never saw him before.
Do you remember what happened when the clown entered?
I remember that horrible tune he played all right. It was like a funeral dirge.
I'd never liked accordion music either. Did the clown speak to the old man?
No, he just laughed at him. Then he grabbed the old man's briefcase and ran out of the door.
How did the old man behave?
Well, agitated, he kept looking about him at the door, at his watch.
As if he was waiting for someone?
Excuse me.
Yes, I suppose so. He was worried about something, that's for sure. If you ask me, he was having an affair. He had that look about him, like a guilty husband.
Did you see what the old man had in his briefcase?
No, he didn't open it.
What did the old man do when the clown snatched his briefcase?
Nothing. He just sat there like he was frozen.
Did the old man try to stop the clown?
Oh, he didn't have a chance. The clown dropped his accordion and ran out of the door. That's it. That's all I can remember.
That's pretty good.
Did this newspaper belong to the old gentleman?
I don't know.
Someone has scribbled a note on it. It reads, Salah Ed-Din, 1345. Does that mean anything to you?
No, monsieur, nothing.
So we've not looked at any of the achievements, so I have no idea. I mean, I looked at the number and the fact that they're all obtainable. But beyond that, we have no idea.
Stay here,
so
mademoiselle.
We're just gonna...
I'm going to look around for evidence.
Just going to, oh, dear. Sorry. Excuse me, the yawning. It's not the game. I'm just always tired. Right, so I think we're probably good. Oh, was that a pickup or a... It's tricky because the enter kind of looks a bit like a grab. So yeah. So there's a bingo. I'm fairly certain at this point everyone's got... Someone must have a bingo at this point. I'm just doing all the events. If you have any ideas for events, do let me know. Other than that, we're just having a cool little silly. Oh,
Please, hold it right there.
Oh, don't shoot.
I'm innocent. I'm an American.
Can't make up your mind, huh?
I demand to see the American consul.
Drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant Moo. I apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to leave.
Am I under arrest?
Ah, no, I would simply like to ask you some questions. En avant, to the café, marche. What a mess. This bombing is an outrage, is it not?
Stop that, monsieur. Stop holding your breath at once.
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead, Moo?
Oui, monsieur.
Oh, moo.
I prefer to look on the bright side. Besides, I recall a case where the killer escaped by feigning death. However, in this case, the man is quite dead. Clearly, the killer knew of his presence and...
How many times have I warned you about premature extrapolation? All we know is that he is dead.
Premature.
seemed reasonable to assume...
A great detective assumes nothing. Take Maigret, for instance.
But he was a fictitious
Make-
character, monsieur. Why? He was no more real than Poirot or Tintin.
That's different, Moo. They were comedy Belgians. Anyway, it is unlikely that even you will learn much from talking to the dead. Examine the girl and take her statement, if you can.
That was funny. Yes, I know what you meant.
I doubt if she is in a fit state for questioning, monsieur. It smells to me as if she has been drinking.
As I feared, we have stumbled upon a den of iniquity, Moo.
Leave her to me, sir. I am used to handling drunken women.
I do not doubt that for one moment. Et maintenant, to business.
I think you were talking about the bingo leaderboard. There's only Elkesh on it.
Your name, please?
George Stobart. I'm from California.
And what brings you to Paris, Monsieur Stobart?
Travel. I'm touring Europe.
You chose well. The city is most beautiful at this time of year, no?
Yeah, I guess so, apart from the bomb blasts.
Were you in the vicinity of the cafe at the time of the explosion?
Yeah, I was sitting out on the sidewalk. I was lucky I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Was he alone?
Yeah.
And did he say anything to you?
No,
I think
he
we
was
did.
more interested in the waitress.
Yeah. Because he went in, sat down, and
Did
the
you
clown
see
came in.
anyone else in the cafe?
Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a clown. He was carrying an accordion.
An accordion? Bon, the picture is forming in my mind, and it is not a pretty one. Is the girl all right, Moo?
She'll live if she survives the hangover. She doesn't
One
remember
swig.
seeing a clown, monsieur.
That's odd, don't you think, monsieur? Who am I to believe, I wonder? Eh bien, I have heard enough.
What do you mean?
I am satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave. I hope this little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert and look out for suspicious characters.
And don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Great advice.
I
And
honestly
every yellow
believe
snow.
you are in no danger, monsieur. Should you remember anything of importance, please contact me. My card.
Thanks.
That is all. You may go.
We didn't tell him about the
There's
newspaper.
not much to go on, monsieur.
On the surface, no. But what lurks inside the subconscious? If the door can only be opened.
Are you serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic.
Academic? You are about to witness a scientific breakthrough.
Well, this got weird fast. Cool. Can you share what you've been creating, Flop? Or is it secrets? Hello. I know you.
The sergeant was a scrawny man in his 50s who resembled a constipated chicken.
Rude.
Excuse me, Sergeant.
You heard the inspector. Go on, monsieur.
Did you find the victim's briefcase yet?
No, sir. The inspector gave me specific instructions to guard this door. Until he countermands these orders or backup arrives, here I stay.
I really did see the clown. He ran into the alley across the street.
Did you follow him?
That's your job, not mine.
An armed chase through the streets of Paris? That's not our style, monsieur. Inspector Rousseau may be unorthodox, but he's not crazy.
How did you and Rosso arrive at the scene of the explosion so quickly? You arrived within minutes. Was it a tip-off?
Inspector Rousseau's sources are a perpetual mystery to me, monsieur. There are some who say he has made a pact with the devil.
And what do you think?
I think he is the devil.
What is Rosso doing with that girl?
He is giving her the once-over, as you Americans say.
Huh?
Once he gets his teeth into a case, nothing will shake him off.
Was he serious about all that psycho-detective stuff?
Of course. Inspector Rousseau is a pioneer and a visionary. His revolutionary methods, once perfected, may change the face of law enforcement forever.
I can't see it taking off in L.A. I was one of the last people to see the victim alive, Sergeant.
Does that worry you?
Yes, it does. I feel I owe it to him to find his killer.
That is best left to the authorities, monsieur. Did he speak to you? Tell you anything?
No, he just grinned and nodded.
Don't let it trouble you, monsieur. Go home and try to forget.
I found this in the street, Sergeant.
That, monsieur, is a newspaper, no?
There's a note written on it. Salah Eddin, 1345.
Ah, so the meeting with the clown was planned.
How do you make that out?
The time of the explosion was between 1:30 and 2 o'clock, n'est-ce pas?
I guess so. But what about the name?
Aha!
That stumped you, hasn't it?
I have never been stumped, as you put it, in my life, monsieur. It is the name assumed by the clown, no?
Salah Eddin the clown? I don't think so.
Okay. Well, right.
See you later, Sergeant. The girl presented a confident but sullen mask to the world, an expression more suited to the face of a delinquent youth.
Excuse me. Very badly chronic. Oops. Why'd you keep eating? I don't know. I was eating late last night. It was weird. Oh, didn't want to go away. I wanted to talk to the lady. She was obviously in front of the thingy.
Excuse me, mademoiselle? Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Oh, an American by the sound of it.
Yeah, that's right. On holiday in Paris. Some holiday, huh?
You were here when the bomb went off?
Sure was. Sat right out front of the cafe.
Did you notice a middle-aged man, maybe 60, with an hat and overcoat?
I couldn't believe it. She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. Yeah, he went inside just before the bomb exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh no, nothing like that. I am Nicole Collard from La Liberté.
Oh, that was a good
What's that,
stretch.
some kind of nightclub?
No, it is a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Say, you could interview me about the bombing. You know, an eyewitness account. Minutes after the outrage that shook the whole of Paris. You know, real-life drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you. Did you see who planted the bomb?
I know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
Oh God, it's him again.
Okay, him again. Yes, human stuff. Doing human stuff is hard. Yep. Yesterday I was just about eating dinner around about 9 p.m. Great humaning. So yeah. Yes. So anyone that came in on the raid, if you are around, you do have to be following to win the giveaway. So feel free to drop me a follow and type hashtag Jessie in the chat. That's Jessie as in Radical Sniper with an E on the end, not an IE. It is in the pinned message, which is not that far up the chat. But yeah, we've got 12 minutes until the thing goes off and frits the life out of me. So at the moment, there's like Jessie, type Jessie, or is my keyword thing not working? Okay. I was like, okay, she didn't enter you. Oh, because you typed it wrong. Stop putting the wrong keyword in the chat. Jessie did enter. Oh, good. Okay, so at the moment there are 3 entries. So you've got a pretty good chance of winning. And also, as Flop has done, don't forget to redeem your daily Chivo, because that also works you towards progress to winning a game as well. Free games. I'm all about the free games today. Right, let's ask her.
Have you met the clown before?
It's a long story.
I have plenty of time.
I don't.
Who was the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Planter. I didn't know him, but he called me last night.
Daily
He said he had a
Cheeto. I
story
like
which
it.
would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the cafe. I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation.
Daily Cheeto, I mean, those are the cheesy things, right? They were a bit orange for me. I think that meant that I couldn't eat them because it had the wrong colouring in, but maybe they just... spicy, no, I'm not. Unless it's just like regular pepper, I can't eat it because it makes me feel ill. 1 Cheeto a day seems underwhelming. I mean, yeah, it's 1 pack of Cheetos, clearly.
Why won't you tell me about this clown?
Why do you want to get involved?
Because he almost killed me. Isn't that reason enough?
I guess so. Listen, I'll give you my phone number.
Yeah, that's like saying a serving size of like
you help me with my
M&Ms is
story,
like 1
and I'll
M&M.
let you in on what I know. And let's get one thing straight right now. This is strictly business.
Okay, it's a deal.
I have to go develop these pictures. À bientôt, monsieur.
Fine,
We didn't get to ask all the questions.
see you soon.
Oh, we didn't get to ask all the questions. We will go this way. Actually, we went this way because it triggered the thing. Can we go... There's a courtyard over here. Aha, okay. So do we go left or do we go right? Oh, there's a lamppost.
It was an iron lamppost. I considered climbing the lamppost, but it wasn't going to shed any light on the affair.
I made a pun today and it was 100% intended. Talking about database joins, and I was like, there is apparently a theta join, and, you know, I tried to read the explanation, but it was all Greek to me. Pun intended.
The muscular workman wore a morose expression, like a silent warning to leave him to get on with his job. Hi, can you spare a few minutes?
I thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he
I got a
pulled
laugh
that
from
gun,
Mikey. I'll take it.
I thought that was it. Those automatics pack quite a punch, you know?
He made a mistake. He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A terrorist? Ha!
He was only doing his duty, I guess.
Thank you. I like puns. Puns And nice jokes. They don't make fun of anyone.
Did you see an old guy with a briefcase?
Wait, silly old coot. Do you know what he said to me? Work fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Quel bit. I could have knocked his block off.
Did you recognize the old man?
No. Should I have done? Was he a celebrity?
No, but I guess he is now. His name was Plantar.
Was? He's dead then?
Yeah.
That's too bad.
He doesn't look very
now
dirty
I
for digging
wish
a
I
giant
hadn't
hole.
called him what I did. If only I could turn back the clock. If only I'd been more tolerant.
Regret and remorse are strange emotions. They really bring out the hammiest actors in people. Did you see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
Yeah, with makeup and a big red nose.
Huh! Those guys are funny, aren't they?
Not in my experience.
I love the circus, especially the horses.
You haven't answered my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by? Some of us have to work for a living.
Puns or clowns, Horror?
Look, I know you're busy, but surely you'd have noticed a clown.
I told you already. I didn't see a thing.
He was wearing multicolored baggy trousers and makeup.
He'd be a poor sort of clown if he didn't.
No worries, Leaky. Don't worry about a thing. You feel
I
free
gotta
to
go.
pop out. We're
Don't
just
let me
experimenting with the
keep you.
bingo. Oh, clowns. Okay. Why is there a telephone?
Don't touch that phone.
Sorry.
In some
It was
games,
a
telephones
huge
are
and weighty-looking engineer's
save
telephone.
spaces.
It was a battered metal toolbox.
Hey, stop that! Get away from there! What do you think you're doing?
I was admiring your toolbox.
I mean, I'm
we?
ambivalent about
Had a
clowns.
good look, have you? I'm warning you, if you touch it, I'll crack your nut.
Okay, I get your point. It was a tent made out of plastic sheeting. There was nothing inside the tent except a large toolbox.
Okay, we have a door.
Set into the huge gate was a smaller access door. The door was securely locked.
Okay, what else we got? We can go this way. And go back into the courtyard. I don't want to miss anything, but also, you know. If I do
Also
update.
doing a little lurk so I can have food.
Hopefully the TTS works. Thank you, Hecking Flop, for getting us started. Oh yeah, I put a bits goal because bingo has a reached goal thing. Thank you so much for the bits. All monies that I earn through Twitch go straight to my Extra Life campaign. So you are helping out children who are sick kids, specifically charity in Toronto, but also children who need hospital care, because in some places that is not, you know, a basic right. Right, so this is the aforementioned continuity error. There is a drain pipe that did not go all the way up. It goes all the way up now. But this is also a dead end, so, you know, we seem fairly good. But anyway, lurk for food sounds like a brilliant idea. You have some good foods.
There was nothing of interest. It was a plastic crate.
You have some good foods. Foods is important. I just had noodles because I was tired.
It was a battered old trash can.
Can we go frittling through the trash can? Fertile. There's a cat. I like it when there's a cat. Poor cat, though.
It was an iron cover concealing the entrance to a drain or sewer. I tried to lift the cover with my fingers, but couldn't gain any leverage.
Okay, well, we don't have anything to use on that. Yep.
It was a battered old trash can.
Ew, that looks manky.
It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon.
Yuck.
I examined the boxes closely. They were damp and smelly and decidedly empty. It was a stack of cardboard boxes which had once contained bottles of wine. It was a battered old trash can.
I got the hiccups again.
The window was protected by stout-looking iron bars. The drain pipe looked as if it would bear my weight. I took a deep breath and prepared to climb the drain pipe. I guess the clown had an escape over the rooftops.
So if it didn't go all the way to the top, it wouldn't be a viable escape route. The sewers are, but we currently have a newspaper and a business card. That's not going to get us anywhere. Menu options, game help, controls help. So no save. Save is automatic. Okay, now we'll go back down there. Hey, Squaff! Clown had an escape route. Ooh, fancy. A clown just blew up a cafe, so, you know, they had full-on clown face on, so I don't know if they've been stealing your likeness. But hello, and welcome in. I'm running a giveaway, which is over very soon. In the next 3 seconds. Oh, it's not going to make me jump. There we go. Giveaway is going to be drawn. So, last chance to enter. Hashtag Jessie, spelt Jesse, in the chat to enter for a chance to win 5 tokens. From the list. I will give a few seconds-ish for any kind of delay. Sweet. Oh, the message is failing bug. Yeah, that's totally a thing. Hate that. Okay, right. We've got our entries. 5 entries I can count. We're going to choose a winner. So hopefully you bribed the bot well. Okay. You can make sure that you're following it. And just post in chat. There we go. Are you following? It seems to think you're not following. No, it's apparently the bit on the bot that says whether that you're not following is lying, because Twitch is telling me you've been following since 2020. So right, the list is here. So if you would like to pick, if you want to pick a game, you can either pick a game, or you can save your 5 tokens, and then they will accumulate, and I will make a note of them. So either comment on one of the games, which one you would like that is worth 5 tokens. You have 5 tokens. That's the basic games. Or let me know if you want to save your tokens to use another time, basically. And I'm going to grab your username and just plonk you in the sheet for now so that I can see. Oops. That you got 5 tokens. And just add a note. Oops. Giveaway 26. Cool. So yeah, I've made a note. You are in my spreadsheet. So either so if you can comment on the sheet, I'm gonna go with are we in a Discord together? You could drop me a message, let me know when you've picked. Because honestly, I want to give people a chance to have a look through the list. It's quite a mighty list. There's like 500 and something games on it. 550 games on it. So, even though there are only 102 basic ones that you can pick from, that's still quite a lot to go through. So I've made a note, BX. Let me know, and then I will catch you at some point, because we're in shared streams at the very least. I can probably drop you a whisper or something. Anyway, now I'm not giving people 10 seconds. That's mean. That is very mean. Anyway, giveaway done. Let me just run a giveaway as complete. Thank you very much, Jesse, for using your points for that. And also thanks to Horror for the raid, giving me nice lots of viewers for this game, which makes me happy. Okay, so we've got the Café de Chandelle Vert. Green mushroom? Is that right? No, Chandelle is candle, green candle. The Poste de Police, which is the police station. There's also the Eiffel Tower, L'Arc de Triomphe, Notre Dame, Place de Concorde. Can't see those because they're under the thing. Probably one of them is Sacré-Cœur. Don't actually know what this little obelisk thing is. Yep, that's perfectly good. I've already written it down, so yep, you've got that now. So you can stack them with either the daily redeem ones, if I do a channel point redeem for it, or with extra life. And if you change your mind and want to redeem it later, that's also an option. But I've made a note that you've got your 5 tokens from the giveaway, so we're good. Right, we're going to go to the police station, since that's the only thing we seem to be able to do right now. Can we use the telephone here? I feel like it's a save or something. Seems to be like a game mechanic. Ah, no. We've written a thing on an envelope. We're going to call Nicole.
Bonjour, Kula.
Oh, hi. It's George Stobart, the American at the cafe.
Ah, oui.
You said to call if I could help.
Have you any news for me?
Well, I haven't had a lot of luck.
You found nothing?
No.
Look, I'm very busy right now. Call me if you have any news, okay?
Oh. Yeah, I guess.
Adieu, monsieur.
Yeah, see ya.
Okay, well that answers that question.
The policeman was not much older than me. His face wore an expression of intense concentration.
He looks older because he's got a moustache.
Excuse me.
Not so fast. I'd like your personal details, please.
Huh? What for?
In the event of an accident, it would help us to know where to send the body.
Look, is this really necessary? I came in here to talk to Rosso.
Why did you not say?
Have you had any reports concerning a suspicious clown?
Why, yes. There was a fracas only this morning. 3 arrests for public disorder.
And you say there was a clown involved?
A clown and a particularly offensive piece of sculpture with balloons. Are you in any way involved with the reprobate, monsieur?
No, not me. May I see Inspector Rosso?
He's not here.
But
Do you wish to leave a message for him? I have a choice of blue or black pen. I'd recommend the blue for a less formal communication.
I'd prefer to talk to him in person.
As you wish, monsieur.
Is Sergeant Moo available?
What? You want to speak to him?
Yes, please.
I cannot recall the last time someone asked to speak to Moo. No one ever speaks to him. Not even his kids. Eh bien. He is not here, monsieur. He is with Inspector Rosso, like Laurel and Kitten. No, monsieur?
Hardy. Oliver Norville Hardy. Do you know anything about Rosso's psychic techniques?
Has anyone
I
else
cannot
played this
comment
before?
on
No,
my
Nikki said that he
superior's
had.
methods. All I will say is that Inspector Rosso has an impressive record.
He's a good detective?
One of the best. He's a man of honor, with a fine sense of duty.
You wouldn't say he was a screwball?
It's very well
Not
put
to
together.
his face, monsieur.
Very well put together.
What do you make of this newspaper?
There's a story about a Nobel Prize winner from, somewhere I can't pronounce.
Yes. And someone has
I
written
mean, yes.
Salah ad-Din.
So many releases.
Well, that's a mystery to me.
Okay, so he doesn't know anything. I don't know
Thanks
why
for
I'm
your
here
help,
then.
officer.
Yeah, like all of the pixel Final Fantasies. Ah, there's a save icon underneath my angel. All Final Fantasy Pixel remasters. What's that? 6. There's also a bundle if you want to buy all 6 at a discounted price, which seems reasonable. There was the Mana, some of the Mana games, 2 of the Mana games going into Game Pass today. There was Katamari going to Game Pass. And there was that really cute, fuzzy-looking Tetris party game, which unfortunately is 4-player co-op only, no single player, which makes me sad. Because I kind of wanted to play that one solo. But, you know, still looks cute. I don't know if there are any other big ones. Well, I mean, I need to find 3 friends. 3 friends and me. I don't know if it's local or online. I didn't go beyond. Someone said it was, 4 players only. I mean, I have 3 friends. Don't I? It's just, am I friends with myself? Don't need to be friends with myself. I can't get rid of me. Well, if it was 4 other people playing, then that wouldn't be playing, and then that would be kind of pointless. But certainly if other people are up for it, then I'm up for playing it, I think. It looked cute. I just would have liked to have been able to do it. Unlucky co-occupants. But yeah, so that's a thing. Was there something else? I think there were some others coming soon. That I'd not heard of the franchises before. You are attached to your body. Wow. That is a very proud accomplishment. I'm only attached because my head's screwed on. Otherwise, I would have lost it a while ago. So, I can call the reporter. Or I can talk to the dude that says that you can't talk to the guy because he's out. But we only have 2 places we can go. The Green Candle and the police station. So, we don't have a key. We try knocking?
The door was securely locked.
Usually we don't go trying a door, we knock on the damn door. You muppet. There's a phone, a tool. I feel a toolbox is going to be important. Can we... distract him?
Hey, you!
What do you want now?
Would you like to read my newspaper?
I haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
Very.
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
Bah! Look at this. Damn bleeding out liberals. Cha! Save the dolphins. Catch them and eat them, I say. All that fuss over a bunch of fish. Nah, that's more like it. Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what's this? Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend. Bucephalus reborn, mon ami. Like a streak of lightning she is.
Oh, so it was a horse racy thing.
Do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that nag.
What about your toolbox?
Stuff it. Help yourself.
Excellent. Well, that answers that question then.
I'd found just what I wanted. A tool for lifting manhole covers.
That's hilarious. It's a little seal.
Bonjour, Kula.
It's me again, George Stobart.
Hi, George. Any news?
No. How about you?
No, nothing new.
Okay. But we have got something new. We found out it was a horse. Right, so now we can go lift a manhole cover. Thanks so much, Streamcord, for letting me know I went live. An hour and 14 minutes ago.
I lifted the cover to reveal what smelt like the entrance to a sewer.
He just put it down his pants! The manhole cover thing down his trousers. I can't breathe. That was just... Let's go into the sewers! Ew. And that is the most sensible I've ever seen anyone go into some sewers. Oh no, red eye. That has got to be a rat or something. We're not going to touch it, we're just going to look.
It was a shiny red plastic ball sat
Okay, not a rat sign.
incongruously on the slippery green slimed floor.
So we're going to pick
As
it
I
up.
picked up the plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be worn.
What do you mean?
It was the clown's red nose.
You went down the sewers!
The nose was hollow. Printed on the inside were the words, La Risée du Monde Paris.
Excellent. Carry on, my good fella. Also, that is just funny.
It was a soggy, crumpled paper tissue.
Ew.
I scooped up the sodden tissue. It was cold and greasy, like breakfast leftovers.
Ew.
It was the soggy tissue I'd found in the sewers.
Fair, it looks like it's got face paint on it that's been wiped off.
The railing was put there for a simple reason, to stop people getting past. It worked.
Wait. Stop. It's a scrap of material.
It was a small scrap of cloth caught on the rusting spike.
Looks like someone's
I took hold of the
pants.
scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike.
Can't remember what
It was
clown
the soggy tissue I'd found in the sewers.
Can't remember what the
It
clown
was the
wearing.
scrap of material I'd found in the sewer.
Didn't really take in what the clown was wearing, other than there's a clown. Where are you?
Hi there.
Hold it right there, you sewer rat. I knew you'd come back. And now I've got you.
What are you talking about?
You're trespassing. Come out of there immediately.
That's what I'm trying to do. Give me your hand.
Ha! You won't catch me with tricks like that. Keep your distance, monsieur.
Okay.
Now, what were you looking for?
I was looking for a clown.
Huh, ridiculous. Do you really expect me to believe that?
He planted a bomb in the cafe and blew it up.
What? The cafe? Blown up? Mon Dieu, that is awful. And you say the person responsible was dressed as a clown?
That's right. He blew up the cafe, escaped into the sewer, changed his clothes, and came up here.
Ah, mon Dieu. And then, the man I chased, do you think that man and the clown are one and the same?
Well,
Well, you're a
yes,
smart
it had
cookie.
crossed my mind.
Ah, that still does not explain what you were doing down the sewer. For all I know, you are in league with him.
Oh no, I'm just a tourist.
Haha, most tourists are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or the Pigalle. I didn't realize my waste pipes were such an attraction.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
What is there to tell? He was a typical criminal type, just like you.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Who is he?
The man who was killed in the cafe. I'm gonna find the guy responsible. I'll find him. Even if it means following him down every sewer in every city in Europe.
You
smelly.
need some sensible boots.
Yes.
You won't get far in those stupid sneakers.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
Oh, hey, she isn't hurt, is she?
No, she's fine.
Oh, thank heavens. A poor girl like her isn't safe with the likes of you roaming the streets.
Me.
Can't you understand? I'm not a gangster. I'm an American tourist.
Ah, that's what you say.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
I didn't notice. Now are you going to leave? Or do I have to call the police?
Take a look at this false nose.
I've never seen it before in my life.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur. It's disgusting. What on earth possessed you to show it to me? Someone has emptied their nostrils into it.
DNA
Do
then.
you recognize this material?
I am not telling you anything.
Perhaps you'd like to take a look at my card?
What is this? Inspector Augustin Rousseau? What does that say? Hominoid division?
A homicide. I think the ink's smudged.
Then you are not a tourist.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you. And I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, monsieur. You know, I had a feeling there was
Great. Now
something
we're pretending to be
different
a
about you.
Detective Rosso.
It is your posture, your poise.
I'm thinking.
Oh, yes. There is no mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man. And I should know. I was in the army, you know.
When I was your age, I was fighting for my life in the African desert. How can I help you, Inspector?
Let's start over from the beginning and tell it just like it was. Tell me about the man you apprehended.
He was a mean one, monsieur. He grabbed me in an armlock, his face suddenly next to mine. His grip was like iron, but he did not know what he was up against. Oh no, he made a big mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, I get the picture. Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
So you don't want to hear about my experiences in the desert? I fought to make this country what it is today.
I'm sure you did, but I'm a little short of time. Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes, it was. Clutched in his arms like a baby.
That belonged to his victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it? Drugs? Stolen jewels?
I don't know, but the killer thought it was worth a man's life.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
You can't suspect her, surely.
Just answer the question, please.
Yes, I know her. Quite well, you could say. She came to work at the cafe 7 months ago. I look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Really? So you'd miss her if she wasn't there?
Oh, mais oui. Who else would I find to cut my toenails?
Take a look at this false nose.
Aha! That looks like a clown's nose to me.
Precisely. He must have dropped it in his panic.
Unless he wanted you to find it.
Why would he want to do that?
To put you off the scent.
Did I show you this tissue?
We miss you.
Does this piece of material mean anything to you?
That is the same cloth as the jacket I found. I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
Now, about the jacket you found. Do you have it here?
No, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent it for repair. Pity, because otherwise it was a fine piece of quality tailoring. It had the tailor's name inside on the label.
Where did you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romani seamstress.
Just my luck. Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not a sou. You know what I think?
Do tell me.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as an ordinary person.
Looks like I'm up against a mastermind. What was the name on the label?
It was a foreign name. Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Telephone number.
Well, I don't expect you to remember a phone number you've only seen once.
74 98 08 59.
You're kidding. That's his phone number?
Yes, that's it. A little trick with numbers that I learned in the desert. I was taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's incredible.
It comes in handy at the supermarket checkout. Do I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur, is its own reward.
Then I'm glad I do not rely on honesty to pay the bills.
I have to be going. Thanks to your help, the citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
Raymond, I was only doing my duty, monsieur.
So we've lost
Good
the
luck,
card
Inspector.
now.
I hope
But
you
I think
catch
that was a good use
killer
of it.
soon. I'll let you out.
This is going to be the locked door.
I hope you find your man, Inspector.
So do I.
Okay. Just because I'm curious, I didn't get an achievement yet. Frank, honey. No worries. I'm sure it'll pop at some point.
Hello? Who is this? Hi. My name's George Stobart. You don't know me.
Correct, Mr. Stobart. I don't. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe come over and talk to you?
No. No, that's not possible.
Oh, okay. Forget it. Listen, all I want is a name.
What are you talking about? Who are you working for?
I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
Ah, thank God. I thought you were the police.
There are innocent lives at stake, Mr. Todrick. Lives that you could save.
You're collecting for charity, yes?
No, I'm not. All I want from you is information.
Go on. I'm listening.
Do you know a guy called Plantar?
No, I never heard of him.
What do you know about the clown who bombed the Café de la Chandelle Verte?
I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
You're cool, Todrick. But I think you know more than you're saying.
I don't know who you be, but sure I am you don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know if you're saying that to make me think you don't know what I mean, but... oh, this is ridiculous. Quit playing games with me, Todrick.
I tell you, I know nothing about no clown.
Did you know that one of your customers was a part-time clown?
If a guy feels happy with a funny nose and custard down his pants, what's the problem?
Shall I tell you what happened to Plantar? How he was killed in cold blood?
I told you, I never heard of Plantar.
I expect Plantar's a family man, don't you? In their little apartment, Madame Plantar is cooking the supper, listening for the familiar sound of her husband's key in the door. Junior is waiting for his daddy to come home from work. He can't wait to show him the merit marks he earned in school today. Only tonight, Monsieur Plantar won't be coming home.
You forgot the puppy.
Huh?
The faithful puppy dog, waiting for the sound of his master's voice.
Well, maybe they don't have a dog. What do you think?
I don't know Plantar. I never heard of Plantar. None of this has anything to do with me.
Thanks for nothing, Todrick.
Well, we've got something.
Bonjour, Kula.
It's me again, George Stobart.
Hi, George. Any news?
You bet. I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
Look, why don't you come here to my apartment?
Fine. Where do you live?
361 Rue Jarry.
Okay, I'll come right over.
Okay. Oops. That way. Oh, my wrist is clicking. Not meant to click. Le 15e arrondissement. Meeting lady. How?
The shop window featured a display of gowns and women's stuff. It wasn't the style of the clothes in the shop that caught my eye, but the prices. The same amount of money would feed a starving family for the rest of their lives. I guess people who buy that kind of stuff don't have a problem with their consciences. The shop window featured a display of gowns and women's stuff. The window was full of overpriced clothes for overprivileged women.
Opinion match.
The vacant shop was sealed with a steel blind. There was no way of lifting the securely locked blind. It was a food store selling fruit and vegetables. I glanced without much interest at the fruit. It was dusty, shriveled, and tired looking. They were lilies or tulips, some kind of flowers anyhow. Pretty, I guess, if you like that sort of thing. Me? I couldn't see the point of buying something that was already half dead. I inhaled deeply, expecting to experience the scent of the flowers. What I got was traffic fumes. Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
No thanks.
I'm very good, and it only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to. Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are lilies, monsieur. Some people associate them with death.
Yikes. Well, thanks for telling me. What other flowers do you have?
Dahlias?
What do they signify?
Insecurity.
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me. What about the tall yellow ones?
Those are iris, the flame of passion.
Iris
And
yellow.
the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Well, they're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat. Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me, in the apartment block across the street. The door isn't locked, but you'll need to give it a gentle nudge. It sticks,
Hey,
you
Nikki.
see, because of the damp. The landlord said he'd fixed it before winter sets in. He's been saying that for 3 years.
How long has Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating, it's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is because the rent is cheap. You're a young lady. She deserves better.
I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes. Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
That's awful.
Now don't you let on that I've told you. She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
I've changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
My, oh my. What a surprise. Can you tell me anything I don't already know?
10 francs, please, my dear.
10 francs? That's a ripoff.
Please yourself.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
Ominous.
The woman was doing something with a pair of needles that couldn't be described as knitting. She was a cheery old soul, the kind you'd walk across the street to avoid.
Okay, before we go in, I'm just going to take a short break and refresh my tea, which has gone cold. I'm getting the eyelash out of my eye, because, ow. So, take the time to grab a snack, a drink, stretch, get some air, whatever you need to do, practice self-care. And I will pause, put some ads on so you're not missing anything, and be back in a few minutes. I'm back. Right. Whoops. Yeah, we were paused.
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock.
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it,
Oops,
monsieur.
that's familiar.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George. Eh bien? And what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers beneath the cafe.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number. What's more, I know where he hired the clown suit, too.
You had better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck! Hard work, I'd call it. What happened?
I took my photographs to the editor, but he wasn't interested. Can you believe it? He told me to drop his story.
But you're not about to do that.
Oh no! I am going to find out what's behind these killings. You know what I think? It's a conspiracy. The police in 3 different countries have kept very quiet about the murders. The press don't connect them at all. They blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
That covers just about everyone. May I use your telephone?
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks.
Oh, that's not actually what I wanted to do, but never mind.
Hello? Who is this?
Mr. Todrick?
Oh, it's you again. What now?
That didn't
Forget
really
it.
work.
How did Plantow get your name?
For the newspaper La Liberté, I'd written an article linking 2 unsolved murders, one in Italy and the other in Japan. The cases were remarkably similar. A wealthy victim, no apparent motive, and a costume killer. Planta said he could supply me with more information. Somehow, the clown must have known about our appointment.
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Arno Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it! Millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off.
Was he killed for his money?
No. He had no living relatives, and his fortune went to the orphanage where he grown up. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair.
I did a broken sword
He swears
game once.
he was led
True
to his
story.
death by a snowman.
Thanks so much for participating in the bingo and also resubbing. Yeah, I played the 5th one. Like in 2016, so we're talking 8 years ago now. This is the first one, but reforged.
What about the clown's second victim?
Yamada,
So we're playing
the
them all out of order.
controversial Japanese green politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium. He was committed to dismantling Japan's automobile industry.
I can't see him gaining much support with a loony policy like that.
Yamada was a man of vision. He was years ahead of his time.
If you say so. How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say, flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
What?
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown. You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you what, I won't be accepting
up
any
there?
invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too. But this story could be my only chance
And
of a big
on
break.
Nikki's TV screen.
Or a premature death. You speak very good English for a French girl.
Thanks. You speak very good English from America.
Fun.
I found this false nose in the sewer. It has La Risée du Monde printed inside it.
The laughing stock of the world. It's a costume shop near the Gare Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume.
Why don't
Yes,
you
I
put
missed
it
one
on,
of my
Jean?
own streams.
No way am I wearing this. I'd look really stupid. Besides, he might have had a cold.
I did not jump because I checked it to tell someone how long it was and it had 3 seconds left. So, no, it did not jump scare me.
I found this tissue down the sewer.
Oh, that's disgusting, George.
I think the stuff on it is grease paint, like actors use. Or clowns.
It's still disgusting. Get rid of it.
I found a piece of material near the cafe.
Is it just me or is there a little high-pitched noise?
When
At
I
the
showed
beginning
it
of
to
some
the
of the
concierge,
sounds?
he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed the film I shot at the cafe. Here, George, it's an enlargement I made. Look what that guy's wearing.
Checkered pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right. This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh,
Look at
no?
that big scar.
Take a close look at his left cheek.
A scar. In the shape of a horseshoe.
Oh, a crescent moon.
Looks British to me.
Tell me more about yourself.
Oh, there is not much to tell.
Well, how did you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought my first camera. I was 8 and my parents had just split up.
Did you live with your father?
Yes, my mother went off with her new boyfriend. I don't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Ah, I'm sorry.
Well, it's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really. Always joking and laughing. Papa always wanted I should study art. That's why I went to college.
That one. Yeah, I realised that once. I was like, you saw my cat cushion? This one right above my head. Yes, that's a cat cushion as well. I have several cat cushions.
Did you learn
I
about
like the blip in the
photography at
game.
college?
Oh, God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas, paper. Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the term I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
Can't tell.
Do you have a boyfriend?
That's none of your business.
May I use your telephone?
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks.
Maybe we can ask the tailor guy about the dude with the... Oh, gosh. Now there's a freaky ass... Hello. Now we have Paris in the fall. Join forces with a Parisian photojournalist called Nico. Yes, we got a bleep
Hello?
bloop.
Who is this?
It's George Stobart again.
What now?
Did you make a suit for a man with a scar on his face? A scar in the shape of a crescent moon?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Tell me where I can find him and I'll leave you alone.
And if I don't,
I won't leave you alone.
I can't tell you anything unless you give me his name.
Do you know where I can find the guy with the scar?
I told you. Without a name, I can't help you.
Okay. Well, then we need
Thanks
to
for
go and ask
nothing,
people about
Tommy.
names. I guess.
I'm going back out to search for that clown.
Where?
I guess I could visit the costume
Jesus,
shop.
let's let
Good
you play.
idea.
We're not snooping. I swear we got to... We've been in this apartment before in 5. I think we got to look at the notice board and stuff. I'm going to ask everyone, so it includes the flowers.
Oh, hi.
Hello, my handsome friend.
How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with a built-in receiver dish. I just happen to be one of the lucky ones.
Can you really foretell the future?
Only time will tell, monsieur. The strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future. Other people, I have no problem. But when I try to see what might happen to me, nothing.
That must be scary.
Maybe.
I left my tea by
I
the
figure
kettle.
it's a kind of natural safety mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
I boiled it. I put the tea down next to the kettle. I just forgot to combine the two. It's a very odd accent. It's like someone neither French nor English trying to talk English with a French accent. Mais oui.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
How you doing, Dan and Milo?
What a hunk.
You had a good
He's a
walkies?
killer.
I can see that. His eyes say it all.
Okay, well that wasn't very helpful.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
Oh, you've been at hockey training. No walkies yet. It's getting late. Have you eaten? I feel like Milo has to go for walkies should be a bingo event. Clowns everywhere.
As my fingers closed on the plastic novelty, I realized my mistake. It
That
was
was
a
a bad
novelty,
touch.
all right, but it wasn't plastic. The sight of the dog waste set my stomach churning again. I quickly looked away.
Ew. No, apparently we can't use the tissue with the poop. There is an angry looking parrot there.
It was an antique phonograph, the kind you have to wind by hand.
We just did that with dog poop hands.
It was an antique phonograph, the kind you have to wind by hand.
Ah, you ate first, but you just fed my cousin's
The
tummy.
dummy wore a
I'm
traditional
sorry,
Puro costume. At least, I guess it was a dummy.
I'm glad you didn't get
I gave the dummy Puro a tentative prod, but it didn't
rained
move.
on, and I'm sorry Milo's not feeling great.
She reminded me of a girl I dated back in high school. Come to think of it, the dummy had more personality.
Cheeky bugger.
As I was about to touch the dummy, I realized it had the same color eyes as Nico. The strange thing was, I hadn't realized I'd noticed the color of Nico's eyes. The guy's spoon-shaped face was mournful and humorless. He looked like a vegetarian in a slaughterhouse. Excuse me.
Bonjour, monsieur. Please, come in. Welcome. Leave the
Bienvenue.
mundane world
Welcome.
behind. For in these four walls, fantasy is king.
I don't want a costume.
Didn't you ever dress up when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
Incredible. You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
I don't have a sister, and I think I'd look pretty silly in a brassiere. I just need some information.
Of course. How can I help you?
I'm looking for a man who hired a clown costume from you.
Oui, monsieur. I do not see how I can help.
Don't you keep a record of costumes that you've rented out?
Of course, monsieur, but...
Well, then I'd like to check your records. Give me the names of everyone who's rented a clown suit.
Impossible. There are too many.
Have you heard of a man named Plantile?
I do not recall
Is this
anyone
gonna
of
work
that
ever? Asking about Plantard.
The clown I'm looking for is a cold-blooded killer. Give me his name, and I'll see he's brought to justice.
I'd help you if I could, but you can't expect me to remember all my customers. You see, the clown costume is our most popular line, monsieur. On average, we hire out more than 30 clown suits a week. You'll have to give me more to go by. A
Is it Clown
description,
Con Week?
perhaps?
Do you recognize this man?
Ah oui, he was here this morning.
How come clowns are so popular?
I think it has something to do with their unpredictable nature.
Personally, I think clowns should be banned, along with mimes.
Oh, come now. Who doesn't love clowns?
Me, for one.
I'm ambivalent about clowns.
Are you sure this is the man who bought grease paint?
Oui, monsieur.
Never said grease paint.
Are you sure this is the man who bought grease paint?
Oui, monsieur.
Does this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
Let me smell that.
Oh dear.
Bestheimer's number 7 white pancake.
Theatrical grease paint, right?
Oui, monsieur. La crème de la crème of Thespian accoutrement.
Have you sold any of it recently?
Yes, 2 cans.
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
About this tissue.
I have already given you my professional opinion.
Are you
I'm
sure
in
this is the
freaking
man who
Paris.
bought grease paint?
Oui, monsieur. He chose 2 costumes. Bozo the clown and Seamus the pixie.
A pixie?
Very smart. Green silk with a taffeta lining. He gave me his name as Monsieur Khan.
Okay, we have a name.
Are you sure this is the same man who hired the clown suit?
Certainement, Monsieur Khan.
Right.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur. Allow me to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay.
Buzzer. Can we have one
What are you
then?
trying to do, kill me?
You did not find it amusing?
I never saw the funny side of electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it is yours to keep. A gift?
Do I need a license?
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
Ugh. Okay.
Excuse me?
Oui, monsieur?
Do you want this buzzer back?
No, you keep it.
Ah, welcome. Bienvenue. Welcome. En cabaret, en cabaret, en cabaret.
Hi there, remember me?
Ah, mais oui, Inspector. Have you found him?
Who?
The man in the sewer, of course.
I'm, sifting
This
through the
conversations
evidence.
are quieter.
Ah, rather you than me, monsieur. That reminds me, someone's been impersonating you. Came sniffing around just after you'd gone. Bold as brass. He tried to tell me he was a policeman. Inspector Rousseau, he claimed. I didn't tell him I'd been talking to you, not hours before.
Thank goodness. Impersonating a police officer is a serious offense. A man with so little respect for the law must be desperate.
Yes, my father used to say, desperation opens the door to the devil.
But yeah,
He was always
30
coming
clown
out
suit
with
sales
things
every...
like that.
Oh, it's rentals.
Stupid man. So, when you are not exploring sewers, what do you do?
I take a lot of showers.
Oh, very good, monsieur. A policeman with a sense of humor.
I mean, kids' parties, possibly?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, I do. It's that villain I told you about.
Shake my hand. Go on, shake it.
You're joking, aren't you? Nothing personal, but you've been mucking about down this sewer.
I mean, possibly.
Wouldn't you like to shake my hand?
Frankly, no.
Yeah, I mean, good point. But I've got to
I
try.
have to be going.
Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that
I feel
killer
like this will be
soon.
one of those, you know, point and click where you've got to like prank everybody with a buzzery thing.
Hi.
You're the guy who gave me the tip, aren't you?
Huh?
The racehorse. Salah-ed-Din.
Oh. Yeah, but
I put every franc I had on that horse.
listen,
My lifetime savings, next month's rent, everything.
Oh, God.
She won by 3 lengths.
Nice.
I'm a rich man.
Call me Lucky George, the punter's friend. So how come you're still here?
I'm not going to let my newfound wealth change me, not one bit. I bought this hole, fittings and all. Now I can come and go as I please. No more clocking on or completion schedules. No foreman breathing down my neck. Thanks to you, I've found paradise.
I'm getting a mushy feeling in my chest. But not half as mushy as your head.
What do you want now?
Listen, I have to find that clown. He's a killer.
Say, who are you anyhow? A cop?
No, of course not. I mean, do I look like a cop?
No, but you act like one, sticking your nose in where it's not wanted. How do you know this guy's a killer? Did you see him in action?
Didn't you hear the explosion? The cafe was blown up.
The clown killed the old man?
That's right. Blew him up with a bomb concealed in his squeeze box.
Merde. But why did he go to the bother of dressing up like a clown?
Who can unravel the tangled logic of a killer's mind? I guess it's some deep-seated psychological need. Or just plain showmanship. Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I don't.
Would you like to shake hands with me?
No, I wouldn't. One of the real pleasures of being rich is not having to be polite.
Okay.
I gotta go.
Don't let me keep you.
Oh gosh, it's balled up quick. I don't think there was anyone else down there, was there? Yeah, I'm not going through the sewers again right now. I love playing older games that have been, you know, remastered, reforged with such care and precision. It is a joy. I think I'm going to talk to Nicole before talk to the police person in case they arrest me.
Salut, George. What news?
I've been to the costume shop.
Yeah, I like it. What are you supposed to be?
I
Of
didn't
course.
hire a costume. These are my clothes, and you know it.
Did you ask about the clown?
Yeah. He used the name Khan. He hired 2 costumes.
All that
the
makes me
clown
think
and a
of is
pixie.
Wrath of
Then
Khan.
we're one jump ahead of him.
How do you make that out?
He probably plans to use the pixie suit next time he kills.
Oh, God, don't let it be me. I don't deserve to die at the hands of a pixie.
Don't be silly, George. That won't happen.
Oh, no?
No, because every time you see a pixie, you're going to run like hell.
The guy at the novelty shop gave me this.
What is it?
A hand buzzer. You put it in your hand and give people electric shocks.
Why?
It's a gag, a practical joke.
If you ever use it on me, I'll break your arm.
Okay, okay. I get the picture. What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Research, George.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh, well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking?
Cheeky bugger.
Have you found out any more about the murders?
Well, it may be nothing, but both the clown's victims visited Paris earlier this year.
When?
The second week of July. They were both here at the same time.
Did they meet?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
Was there a summit? I mean, if it looks how you remember it from the original, that's good, because it means it's a very faithful reforging. Because, you know, it's like playing Day of the Tentacle. I know in my brain that it was very, very pixelated, and we did the switch. Well, I've done the switch where I twitch between the two. But it is jarring how bad it looks when it's not how you remember it, and then how good it looks in the remaster. So, yeah.
May I use your
get it.
telephone?
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks.
Hello? Who is this?
I found out the name of the guy I'm looking for.
Is that so?
Yeah, it's Khan. You know who I'm talking about, don't you?
Yes, I delivered the suit to his hotel. The Hotel Ubu. I don't remember the room number. It was upstairs. The second room on the right-hand side of the corridor.
Thanks, Todrick. That's all I wanted to know. Now I've got you, Mr. Clown. Now we're getting somewhere. Do you know the Hotel Ubu?
The Ubu? Yes, I do.
That's where the clown stayed.
Good work, George.
We're much better than the police. We should probably go to the police.
See you later.
Where are you going now?
I could go hang out at the Hotel Ubu.
Watch out for Khan, George.
Don't worry, I will.
You first played Tomb Raider at 320 by 240 huge pixels. Yeah. It's amazing what your brain will fill in. Okay, let's go find this dude. And then, so we don't spoil the whole story.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Will you shake my hand?
Are you joking? Who knows where
No
it
one
has
wants to shake
been?
my hand.
Have you heard of a guy called Plantar?
No. That name means nothing to me.
I'm looking for a clown.
Are you trying to be funny?
No, I really am looking for a clown.
There are no clowns here except you.
Do you know a man by the name of Khan?
No, I don't.
It's very important I get to see him, and
I told you. I don't know it.
do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
No, I never saw it.
You're
Forget
about as
it.
useful as a chocolate teapot then.
The lobby was quiet, almost deserted. The sign listed the price of rooms, and boy,
I know,
were they
right?
expensive. The killer must have been earning a fat wad to pay for accommodation like this.
All I can think of is Wrath of Khan, you see, so.
The man looked like an amiable Bigfoot. Excuse me? Yeah? You ever meet a guy called Plantow?
No, I ain't.
You missed your chance. If you're quick, you'll catch him at the coroner's. Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
No, I ain't. Don't tell me I missed him. Oh, that's too bad. I love the clowns, don't you?
I've seen daytime television that was funnier.
I love it when the little guys get hurt.
That figures.
Custard pies, hose pipe down the pants, then smack! A plank in the kisser.
Shake my hand.
Nah.
Oh, rats. Do you happen to know a guy named Khan?
That ain't nobody I know.
I'm sorry to be a burden on your brain. Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
Is this a trick question?
No, I simply asked if you recognized him.
Okay then. No, I don't.
See you later.
Not if you see me first.
Actually, should we check around the back first?
Just a minute, monsieur.
What's your problem?
No problem, if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check. Nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, all right.
Search him, Flap.
You bet.
Manhole cover, clown
Hey,
nose,
knock it off. Get off, you
monkey,
big ape.
photo buzzer.
Nothing, Guido. Zilch.
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authorities.
You want I should break his arms?
No,
Don't do anything yet.
let him go, Flap.
Flap and flop. What did I say? But at least we know if we steal anything inside the hotel, they're gonna frisk us. So we should maybe drop it out the window. It's very hot, so tentative sips. Oh, the guy in green is called. Oh, right, I missed that. I'm very bad with names. It's not that I don't want to pay attention, it's just that I find it hard to remember names. Okay, so I think we maybe throw stuff out the window. However, there's nothing there to look at.
The woman was obviously English. She had all the qualities of Boadicea, Elizabeth I, and Margaret Thatcher rolled into one. It wasn't a pretty sight.
That's kind of judgy, dude. I like the purple hair though.
Hi there, ma'am.
Very harsh.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a man.
You disappoint me, my dear. For one foolish moment I thought, but never mind. Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George Stobart, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady Piermont. The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors are honest, not even to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood. The blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him! That's Merlin!
She represented everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged. Merlin? You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no! Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest.
Would you like to shake my hand, ma'am?
Now, George, there's no need to be so formal. We met as tourists, and I want to keep it that way. despite the enormous social gulf between us.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
What do you mean, sweetie?
Merlin Khan.
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Khan.
I am shocked, Mr. Stobart.
Shooketh.
Shaken. I took him to be a gentleman, a man of honor. You know, I'd rather like to assist you in stitching him up.
When did you last see Merlin?
It was no more than an hour ago. He came downstairs and spoke to that clerk chappie. Something passed hands. I couldn't see what exactly.
A briefcase?
No, smaller than that. A bundle of papers, perhaps. The clerk put it in the hotel safe and Merlin went out.
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Yes, darling, positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
Yeah. I'd sure like to get my hands on whatever it is. I'll bet they had something to do with Plantow's briefcase. Has Merlin returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't. Are you going to search his room?
If I could get in there, I would. Did you know there's a gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a gangster?
The Italian suit and the bulge in his pocket?
I know plenty of men with Italian suits and bulges in their pockets. That doesn't necessarily make them gangsters.
It's like, are you a gangster or are you just happy to see me? Yeah, I know. Don't judge. Don't judge.
That gangster I told you about? He went through my pockets just now.
Good heavens! One never knows what to expect in foreign parts. Thank you for the warning, young man. I shall hide my credit cards in my underwear.
Are you here in Paris on vacation?
No, darling, I'm on holiday. I needed to get away after Algy's funeral.
I didn't realize you were mourning the loss of a loved one.
I'm not. He was my husband.
I'm sorry to hear about your husband's death.
You wouldn't be if you knew him, my dear. It gave me the opportunity to take a well-deserved holiday. Daphne suggested a change of scenery. Paris, she said. The wild romance is just what you need to take your mind off the inquest. Well, the closest I came to romance was being wooed by a drunken Breton chef. I must say I was disappointed with his coq au vin. Not at all what I was expecting. I was thinking of cutting my holiday short, packing my bags and heading back to Hemel Hempstead. That was until last night.
What happened to you last night?
I was stricken, Mr. Stobart. Cupid's arrow has cleft my bosom.
They couldn't really miss.
It was just as I'd always imagined it should be. The intimacy of candlelight, romantic music tinkling across the room, and then a stranger's glance. Those brooding eyes, that suave manner, those tight trousers. He was the man I'd been waiting for all my life.
I'm glad he finally turned up after all these years.
Ah, but it wasn't to be. He was merely toying with my affections. And if I ever catch up with him, he's dead.
Hush.
I have to go, ma'am. It was a magnificent old Steinway piano. I figured the lady at the keys wouldn't appreciate a duet with a musical illiterate like me. The figure of a sexless youth was frozen in mid-skip with a silly grin on its stone lips. I recognized the guy. It was the Nobel Prize winner from the country whose name I couldn't pronounce.
I want to go, is that like Uzbekistan or something? Or something, you know, even more...
Excuse me, didn't I see your picture in the news?
Well, that's hard to pronounce.
You're that Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Yes, that is me, in person.
I don't want to worry you, but have you had any threats on your life? You know, mysterious phone calls, letters made up of headlines cut from the newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know a guy called Plantow?
I don't know anybody in Paris.
Oh, well, this guy's dead anyhow.
Why do you ask me about dead men? I have seen enough of death to last me a lifetime.
I'm, sure you have. Have you seen a clown?
I beg your pardon?
The clown. A guy in funny pants. Have you seen him?
My pants are from England. Marks and Spencer. They are a pleasure and a comfort to wear, with much support.
I'm real glad to hear
Hashtag
that.
non-mad.
You know, it's good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
In my country, the people make do with string and egg cartoons.
For pants?
For everything. Oppression is the mother of ingenuity.
May I shake you by the hand?
I do not shake the hands of imperialist dogs.
Now, that's a real bad attitude problem you've got there. Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Khan.
Yes, I know this man. Why do you carry his photograph?
I'm a private detective. This is a photo of Khan, right?
That is just one of the names by which he is known.
This is a photo of Khan, right?
That is just one of the names by which he is known.
What's your interest in Khan?
He is an enemy of my people.
You know he's a killer.
Of course, amongst other things.
Would you help me investigate Khan?
That is not possible. My instructions are to observe. I cannot jeopardize my position as an honored guest of this country's government.
Thanks for your help.
Okay, she's
Goodbye.
online. Okay, so there's a telephone.
Hanging from a brass hook was a key and a plastic tag.
We're not going to be able to grab that unless we
The clerk wore a disdainful expression, like he'd been born with it. I want some information.
Who are you? The police?
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
I'm looking for a man who dresses like a clown.
This is a highly respectable hotel, monsieur. There are no clowns here.
If you say so. I've just been manhandled by a gorilla.
Yes? I do not see any signs of a gorilla.
No, not a real gorilla. It was a guy who looked like a gorilla. It happened right out front of this building.
Let me get this quite clear. Are you complaining or bragging?
I want to know what you're going to do about it.
Yeah,
The scrawny one has a gun.
I suggest you contact the police.
Can't you do anything about them?
What goes on in the streets of Paris is hardly my responsibility.
You're looking for a man who dresses like a clown. Don't kink shame me, please. I would never kink shame you. But I'm looking for a man in finance. 6'5", blue eyes. I would sing it or do the dance, but I can't do either. But yeah, that was a meme. It was all over TikTok for a little while. Ba-da-ba-dum.
Do you know a man named Plantow?
No, monsieur.
Aren't you concerned that your guests are being intimidated by gangsters?
No one else has complained, monsieur. Did they steal anything from you?
Well, no. They didn't find what they were looking for.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't think they did either. Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I cannot tell you that.
Hey, shake my hand.
I'd rather not, monsieur.
I wonder if anyone's
I'm
gonna
still
actually.
sore from the shock administered by one of the guests. He was secretly concealing an electrical device in the palm of his hand. Practical jokes are so puerile, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Ah, oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification?
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
I don't drive.
Your passport?
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I must have some form of unique ID.
You won't find a more unique ID than my scar.
I'm sorry. I must insist on a more traditional identification.
Rats. About the key hanging on the hook over there.
Oui, monsieur.
Which room is it for?
Number 21.
Is that room taken?
No. The guests checked out this morning.
I'd like to check into room 21.
That is not possible.
How come? You said it was vacant.
It is reserved for another guest.
Rats.
No, monsieur. Dutch.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
What?
You were trying to steal that key, no?
No,
No.
way.
No. Okay. There's a telephone.
Bonjour, couleur.
Hi, it's George. I have the address of the killer's hotel.
If you're going to pay him a visit, take care. Remember, that guy's a professional.
Thanks. I'll be fine.
Okay. Well, maybe a little.
The sign on the door read 22. If the tailor's description was correct, this was the killer's room. The door was locked.
Didn't really expect anything different. You can't
The sign on the door read 21.
Okay. I'm gonna go with I am not entirely sure what to do next. Ugh, and I'm tired. So
Hold it right there. Search him again, Flat.
now I notice his name.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay, let him go.
I feel like a police station might be a good idea. And then if we don't get any inspiration as to where to go next, we'll finish the stream for today.
Excuse me?
Ah, Monsieur Stobart, n'est-ce pas?
That's correct. You remember me.
The retention of such data is part of my duty as a gendarme. That is how crime is fought, through attention to detail, not intuition.
Yes, sure. Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Non, monsieur?
It's the guy who bombed the cafe. The clown.
This man looks nothing like a clown?
He's taken off his grease paint and costume.
Then there is nothing to link this man with the killing.
Nothing? Look at those murderous eyes.
Hardly likely to get him convicted.
I know the identity of the dead guy. His name was Plantow.
Is that so? You knew him, did you?
No, but
We'll know everything there is to know about him soon enough.
I'm trying to be helpful here.
The best way you can help us is to go home, monsieur.
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Not right now.
Not really.
I want to talk about shady
I'd like to
business.
report an assault.
Yes, monsieur. Where is the victim?
I'm the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flap and Guido.
Bon. I'll get them this time.
Do you know a man named Khan? He's a shifty-looking guy with a scar on his left cheek.
No, monsieur. Has this man any connection with the bombing of the cafe?
Yes. I believe Khan was the name he used when he hired the clown costume. What are you going to do about Flap and Guido, Sergeant?
I'm going to bust them, monsieur. For years I have been hoping to pin something on that pair. Now's my chance. I'll show them. And the inspector.
Thanks, Sergeant. Thanks for taking me seriously.
I'm only doing my duty, monsieur.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur.
It's the guy who bombed the cafe. The clown.
This man looks nothing like a clown.
He's taken off his grease paint and costume.
Then there is nothing to link this man with the killing.
Nothing? Look at those murderous eyes.
Hardly likely to get him convicted.
Would you like to shake my hand, Sergeant?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur. The gesture could be misconstrued.
Right, now we'll talk to him.
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur. Stobart is here to see you, monsieur.
Did he say what it was about?
No, monsieur.
Very well.
Hi, Inspector. Remember me?
But of course, Mr. Stobart. My mind is a well-ordered faculty. A mental classification system that's the envy of the Bibliothèque Nationale. No tricks, mark you, monsieur. Just exercise. Just as our muscles waste through inactivity, so our minds decay. But there is no need. If only people would learn to exercise their wits daily.
If he was trying to impress me, it worked. He was pompous and patronizing, but he had style.
Eh bien, if you called about the bombing, you're too late. Investigations have been closed.
But
I've been taken off the case.
what about the murderer, the dead guy?
It is out of my hands.
Don't you want to know what I found out about the killer?
I told you, monsieur, the case is closed. I have washed my hands of the whole affair.
Then I'll have to continue my investigations without your help.
No, you must forget the business of the clown completely. Go back to being an ordinary tourist, Stobart.
Would you care to shake my hand, Inspector?
Please don't be offended if I decline your offer, Stobart. The palms of my hands are particularly sensitive.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No.
It's the face of a killer.
The man who bombed the cafe?
The photograph was taken soon after the explosion. He'd escaped through the sewers, leaving a trail of clues behind him.
Circumstantial evidence, Stobart. None of it proves a thing.
Did you find out the ID of the guy who was killed in the explosion?
I already knew who he was.
I heard that the bomb victim's name was Plantow.
Your sources are reliable.
He was a big shot at the Treasury, wasn't he? Maybe that's why you've been taken off the case.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
What was that psycho-detective business you did in the cafe?
It is my theory that the passions
It's
evoked
psychic,
in
not
violent
psycho.
crimes create ripples in the ether, invisible to all but the possessor of a highly developed and receptive mind.
I'm impressed. Can you bend spoons, too?
I didn't think a man of your obvious intelligence would stoop to mockery.
I'm not mocking. I've had personal experience of the power of the mind. I used to get ignored at parties until I read a book that changed my life.
Really? What was it called?
Hypnotism for Fun and Profit. He looked at me as if I'd farted at a funeral.
The power of mesmerism is a rare gift, not a party trick.
You're not going to try any of that psychic interrogation on me, are you?
Do you find the thought of my probing distasteful?
Let's just say I'd rather you didn't. I've got more doubts than
This
doubting
is full of
Thomas
double
when it comes
innuendos.
to mysticism.
Too bad. I think you would make an interesting subject under controlled regression.
The day I let anyone mess with my mind hasn't dawned yet. I found this tissue in the sewer.
It would have been best if you'd left it there.
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
I'd imagine it means you have not given up your pursuit of the clown.
You're absolutely right. Did I show you this photograph?
Oui? You're still convinced he is the killer?
Absolutely. So long, Inspector.
So far we've not managed to shock anybody. We've tried everyone. And it's saved. Try one more call to Nicole.
Bonjour, Kula.
Hi, it's George. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Oh, okay, well that was about as useful as a chocolate teapot. So we tried it on the two in there. We didn't even bother trying it on her. We tried it on everyone we could see at the hotel. And we tried it on the people we met here. No one bit. Let's go back to the hotel, but I'm not quite sure what to do. Okay. Well, I think 2.5 hours, give or take, is sufficient as a, introduction. Ah! It's a good thing we found that, isn't it? Soon as we... Yeah, okay, less than 2 hours, but still, it's a good introduction. So, I'm going to return to the main menu. Ow! Like cramps. That's Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars, Reforged. That's the first game in the series. Thanks to ID at Xbox for the code for this one. Oh, right. Let us see. We've got a few people. We should think about a raid. The person that Leaky raided yesterday is on again playing Tiny Glade. Let's have a look. Also, the person yesterday was nice, so we will go and raid them just so we can say hi. Just wait for the ad to finish so I can thing. It's also white. Yes, but they're a whole ass developer. They are playing Calico. And I like Tiny Blade. It's quite nice to watch. But I do appreciate the suggestions. I'm not poo-pooing it. I kind of want to raid more today. So right, okay. In which case I'm back Saturday weekend stream. No idea what. Maybe some puzzles. Thanks for watching. Thanks to ID. Thanks to, let's see, Dan and Milo for the resub, Flop for the bits, and Horror for the epic raid. If you haven't got your daily Chivo, grab it now because we're raiding. We're going to finish the stream in a few, 30 seconds or so. It's the last chance you've got. You'll never be able to get this chance back again. And if you're not following and you enjoy the stream, you like indie games, you like potentially winning free games, feel free to drop me a follow. No obligations, but follows are good for the channel, good for engagement, better coverage of everything. I've been Joe, otherwise known as Angel SK, and I'll catch you later. Bye.